Hi, I'm Kelly from paperbeadrollers.com, and in this video, we're going to roll a real fan favorite, the saucer bead. Let's get started. All of the saucer beads you see on your screen right now were made with one size of strip. This one right here. This strip is 1/4 inch at the widest and goes down to a point. It was cut from 8.5 by 11 inch, 65-pound paper. Now, if you're using 12-inch paper, you can go ahead and cut to the 12 inches and it will work the exact same way. When you're making saucer beads, you need to remember that the width of the strip at the wide end equals the thickness of the bead at the middle of the bead. Now, I like using this size of strip because it gives me a nice, thin saucer bead, but you can adjust based on how thick you want your bead. I'm using the red size paper bead roller from paperbeadrollers.com. That's because I like my saucer beads to have a very small hole in the center. Now, the green roller is actually the smallest diameter, but the green roller can get difficult to use when you start rolling stacks of strips, so I like to use the red one for this. First, we're going to roll just one strip, and I'll show you what we get. Now, I am fast forwarding the rolling portions of this video. I do roll pretty fast, but not this fast. When rolling saucer beads, you'll line the strips up in the center just like normal. Add a tiny dab of glue at the end and smooth it down. Now, if you didn't get your strip lined up exactly in the center, you can use your fingers to move your layers around a bit and line them up. Now, with saucer beads, you want everything centered and you want there to be a nice, sharp edge. So go ahead and use your fingers to pinch that edge down. The trick to getting a larger saucer bead is layering more strips. So we're going to add one more strip and see what happens. Now stack your strips one on top of the other and line them up nice and straight. Now some people will glue the edges together up here before they start, and that's fine. I don't, and again, you'll see why here in a minute as we start stacking more strips. Slide your strips into the slot of your bead roller and start rolling. The straighter and more centered you stay as you roll, the better these are going to look. Now when you get to the end, you're going to have two ends to glue down. Smooth them down. And then again, you're going to want to pinch these edges to get them nice and sharp. Okay, so this bead was done with one strip, and this bead was done with two strips. See how our saucer is starting to come out a little bit? Shall we try 3 strips? Now when you start getting into 3 or more strips, they may not all fit into the slot of your bead roller. See, I can't get all of these strips into the slot. So what do? I pull 2 strips out from underneath the others, and I put those into the slot. Then I just roll over the third one, just wrapping it in. Now that does misalign your strips a bit, making one shorter than the others, but that's okay. It can actually make for a thinner edge and work to your advantage. Now the taller your bead gets, the harder it is to keep it stacked, so you've got to go slow and be careful. When you get to the end, there is a slow and neat method and a quick but messy method. I'll show you the neat method first. In the neat method, put a bit of glue on each of the strips and just one at a time, lay them down over the edge of the bead. Now this takes a little bit of patience, but it does help you get a perfectly aligned edge on your bead. You may still have to pinch the edges a bit to shape them up. And there we go. Now you see I have one little piece here that is a bit out of whack. In this case, I may unravel the bead just a little bit. It looks like this one got twisted as I was laying it down. So I'm just going to fix this one and add a little more glue. That looks much better. For this next saucer bead, let's double the strip count to 6. Ooh, it's getting tricky now. Stack up your strips and get them as even as you can. Pull out 2 in the back to fit into the bead roller. Roll them right over. Now you'll feel the strips shift in your hand, and that's okay. Just hold them loosely and let them shift, but don't let them go. Now the ends can be really messy when you have this many strips. You may want to grab a toothpick to help you separate the ends so you can lay them out nicely in order. I'm going to do these the neat way one more time, and then for the next bead, I'll show you the fast but messy way. So I'm going to put glue on each strip, and I'm going to carefully lay them down around my bead. Now remember, I am fast forwarding the video here just for time's sake, but this method does take some time. Go slow. It gives you the best looking saucer bead because your strips are laid out perfectly, so it's worth it. And there we go, a 6-strip saucer bead. See how the shape is lining up as we are adding strips to our beads? Now, let's talk a bit about how color works in a saucer bead. I'm going to use contrasting colors in this bead so you can see them very well against each other, navy and pink. I'm going to use a total of 8 strips in this one. First, I'll stack 4 navy strips together. Then I'll stack the 4 pink ones on top of them. I'm going to pull out the 2 at the bottom and start rolling. Now I'll show you the quick but messy way to glue your ends down. When you get to the strip ends, be sure you keep the tension on the strips so they don't let go. Use your toothpick to line up the strips and put them in order. Then just smear glue on the strips. Smush them together with the glue, try to get them straight, and then just roll them around your bead. Now this method is not going to give you as nice of a looking bead, but it's not terrible. You might have a folded over end or two, but you do get better at this as you practice. And there you go, a nice bead with 2 colors. Now, let's see what happens when we arrange the colors differently. I'll do the exact same number of strips, 4 navy and 4 pink, but I'm going to arrange them in 2s, so 2 of each color throughout our stack. I'll use the messy method of gluing down my ends again, and this is the one I use most often, to be honest. I straighten up the ends. Smoosh in some glue. Wrap them around the bead. Now, let's look at the difference in how the colors came out. You can see that in that first bead, we have much larger bands of color where we did 4 strips of each color stacked together. In the second bead, our color bands are much finer because we stacked 2 together. So you have control over how the colors will look. Maybe you want one thick band of color and one thin band, or alternating thicknesses using several different colors. I mean, the combinations are limitless. I used the saucer beads I've made for this video to make a fun necklace and earring set. That jewelry tutorial is coming up in my next video. If you'd like to get ready for that tutorial, here's the saucer beads you'll need to make. 10 1-strip beads, 4 of the 2-strip beads, 2 3-strip beads, 1 6-strip bead, and 1 12-strip bead. You can use any color combination and any number of colors. Be sure to click the subscribe button so you don't miss any tutorials, and I'll see you in the next video.